Hello, hello, my beautiful Aquarius. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of January the 19th to the 25th. Let's see what your download message is and what you need to focus on this week. You've got the card network. Let's see what your tarot messages are. What do you need to see, know, and expect as you navigate through this week of January the 19th. Keeping in mind, this is just a general, not every single card or the energy it carries will resonate with every Aquarius out there. Only take what does and throw the rest into the universe. Also, I'd like you to be mindful that I do go live every single Sunday with Ann Ellis, angels, and other gifted guest readers as well. This is Sunday, tomorrow, January the 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to give out message to you if you guys if you come in. Okay, on that note, your first row is the Seven of Wands. You have the High Priestess, and you have the Four of Pentacles. Coming in the second position, you have the Ten of Cups, beautiful, the Queen of Cups, and you have the King of Cups. Ooh, strong connection. In the center position, you have the Hermit, followed by the Knight of Cups. Lots of people this week. And the Ten of Swords. Coming in next, you have the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Six of Cups and the Fool card. At the end of the week, you have received the Temperance, followed by the Three of Swords, and your final outcome card is a good one, the Three of Cups. Okay, so network is what you're going to be doing, getting yourself out there, letting the powers be know who you are and what you're made of. You could be working on your resume, you could be working on a website. You're definitely getting your feelers out there to get noticed and recognized. Okay, networking is getting yourself out there so that others can see you on a more public venue and platform. Now, coming in next with our life and career, we have the card Shedding, and it shows a snake. Now, we know last year was the year of the snake, and it was a year for a lot of people to get rid of things and change things the way they had been. This will be the year that change starts to show and evolve. So it says you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. So some of you are just deciding, whether that's a passive income, a second business. Maybe you're going to do some energy healing. Maybe you're going to do Reiki, anything like that. Or maybe you're actually going back to school, or you're taking Western medicine of some sort. It could be anything. So for some of you, so you're realizing that you're not in a situation you want to stay in forever. And we've all been there. So you're starting to create something new for yourself when it comes to your job and your career, something you're going to like better and you're very good at. Now, you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess, and you have the Seven of Wands. The Four of Pentacles is that card of holding on, energy, relationships. You're holding on to a situation. You could be also holding on to your finances, being mindful. Often this card is indicative of the extremes in which we save or spend our money. So I think, you're going to be mindful of that. You're going to be holding on to certain things that are important to you this week. Seven of Wands says you're standing your ground. You're defending your corner. You're not going to lay down and roll over and give up. You're stepping into your power now, able to go out there and say, hey, I've created this, and I'm gonna promote it because I believe in it strongly. The High Priestess is doing your background work. You've done your homework. You've passed all your tests. Now you're able to look at your new future with bold confidence. Okay. Your investment here, if you invested in something, you're now going to see that it will work out in your favor. The High Priestess finds out all the answers behind the veil. She goes behind the curtain. She goes in the background. She does her homework. She finds out what she needs to find out so she can move forward in that positive direction. So you've done that, or you're about to do it for some of you. Now, coming in with your focus part of the reading, your career and money card, you do get the Moon. And the Moon says fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided, and your career could involve moonlighting, odd jobs, night shift, and part-time. So I had said something about here with the shedding. Maybe this is going to be a passive income or a secondary job you're going to be doing. You could also be starting a business for when you decide to basically leave the job you're at. Okay, you're setting yourself up. You're getting all your ducks in a row here to go out there and start something new. Okay, and you want to be prepared. That is for sure. So now coming in, sorry about my light, but I hate it when it creates this glare. So you're going to be mindful of your money though too, because it says fleeting funds. Okay, you want to be sure you have the finances to go ahead with this goal that you're moving towards. You're being guided. This is a passion move for you. This is, something that is divinely giving you nudges and tugs to let you know, yeah, you got to do this. Some of you could be wanting to make extra money, so you're taking on an extra job. Maybe you're moonlighting, as they say, odd jobs. It might involve working in the evenings, and it could just be part-time for now. Coming in next with that, you have the beautiful King and the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Oh, you don't get much better than that. So what we've got here is a very powerful partnership here. The Queen of Cups is caring, loving, and giving, and she puts the work in, and she's there. She's the ultimate mother, but she realizes she can't push herself as hard as the King does. But so she nurtures her needs, and she takes care of business so that she's got the energy to go out there and doesn't resent all of this responsibility. Now, the King of Cups, this is someone who comes in and gives you wise counsel. This is a person who's kind, compassionate, caring, been there, done it, has the mettle to prove it, and comes out there and says, hey, I'm here for you. I'm a listening ear. I'm a soft shoulder. I'm a soft place to land. Good person to have. So very, very powerful. This could be also partnership for you. Maybe with me, my husband and I are both Pisces. So, it's amazing when this duality shows up in a reading. So this could be your partner that you're working with, who's going to maybe give you guidance and to say, hey, slow down, you need to rest up a bit. The Ten of Cups, happy ever after, doesn't get much better than that. Beautiful, beautiful success and happiness and peace and harmony in relationships, okay? This is a family circle or your chosen soul pod family. That, you've made amends. If there's been any problems, unsolved problems, you've gone and you've rectified that. So everybody's happy all the way around. This card says you expect this peace and harmony to last a while. There's a lot of love in these cards today here. So this is a card that says after every storm, the sun's going to shine again. We know that. And often we're blessed with that rainbow. And tell me you don't think about that imaginary pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. We all have those moments. But it could be coming in because this is full of lots of love, this reading. It could be in the form of time, effort, support, love, and maybe even money. Now, in the center position, which is your help, hurdle, or your challenge, you've got the card laziness, and you've got the lock with it. And it says your subconscious wealth blocks and limiting beliefs. So it says your dreams are so much bigger than your efforts to achieve them. If you want to accomplish great things, you'll have to try harder. So networking, getting yourself out there, shedding, realizing you've got to let go of things to start something new. But it's showing me it's going to happen if you do the research, if you step up and do the work. So I am definitely not calling you lazy. This card is just saying you need to just put that little bit more effort into your goal if you want to see this fruition come in. Now, coming in with that, you have the Ten of Swords, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Hermit. The hard times are going to be over. The Ten of Swords says you pushed hard, and you got through, and you've learned the lesson from it. It's a card of being held back, feeling captive, stabbed in the back, not being able to see the forest for the trees, but you're back in the game. You're back on your feet, and you're going in a great new direction. You've got help here. The Knight of Cups comes in either with an idea you're going to love, an opportunity, a proposition, an offer of some sort, but it can also be someone coming in to sweep you off your feet with that idea, or even the idea of falling in love with this individual. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, possibly Scorpio. Now, this is also the card that says you're going to be able to step up to the plate and realize that you've got some happiness coming into you. The Hermit comes in, long reflection. You've been thinking about something for a long time. If you're looking for love, it could be coming. You could be manifesting that. If you've been praying for something to end, it's going to come to an end and things are going to improve. You're meeting up and connecting with the right people now, being at the right place at the right moment. Connections are good. Collaborations are good at this time. You could be tapping into other people's wisdom of your mentors, and the guidance that you're getting from them is going to allow you to go out and guide others. Seeing the light, having a clear sight line. Now, coming in with messages from Spirit and your guides, you've got the card Jealousy. Now it says possessiveness, competitiveness, dependence, and paranoia. So we don't want to be jealous, okay? This is a card that, jealousy is not a good place in our life. So try not to be hero worship anybody or their position in life. You can admire them, you can learn from them, which is a good thing. And you can even steal the ideas of what they're doing. And that's not really stealing. What you're doing is you're taking the best parts of what they're doing and being able to apply it to yourself. We're always out there learning how to learn. So it's as simple as, going out there and looking at the right opportunities. When someone's doing something that you wish you could do, don't be jealous of them. Learn from them, admire from them, take what they've done and apply it to yourself and maybe and put the work into your situation. So this is a card of somebody that could be possessive. This is, wanting to be in your company all the time. They may be jealous because they're not. They're very competitive and they're dependent. They're dependent on other people. And this isn't good. And it leads to paranoia, constantly wanting to be there at all times. So if somebody's around you that is exhibiting that energy, I would either take them aside and have a little conversation with them, or I would walk away from that energy. It's not good. The Fool comes in, the Six of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Fool is you getting ready to launch and jump into something. You're getting your ducks in a row. This is a card that says be prepared. I always say don't jump off that cliff till you have your parachute checked. So you're about to embark on a new adventure. You're about to go after a goal that you've been dreaming about, a dream, and you're focusing on it, and that's beautiful. But you need to be prepared. Make sure everything's in order before you leap. The Six of Cups, somebody could be reconnecting. You could just be reminiscing about this person who you knew in your past. But this person can also come into your life and bring you a gift of time, effort, support, love, and maybe even assistance that you need at a time you need it. This is beautiful. You could be tapping into the past, laughing about your past together, enjoying it over, enjoying your company with this person. But they bring something to the table of life which is going to be beneficial for you. This is also the card of engaging and entertaining and being in the company of children. Let your hair down and let your inner child flow. The Eight of Pentacles, focusing, working hard on the details. This is your job, your career, you're focusing on. This is a card that says you're letting the powers that be know who you are and what you're made of and the talents that you have. This is you succeeding by putting the work in. Coming in at the end of the week, which is your angel card number. Possible future energy, you've got 222, which is 6 broken down, which is the Lovers in the major arcana, which is making wise and mindful decisions and choices on an emotional level, or a person you're attached to like that. But in this deck, it says wonders. It says great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast-paced, forward process. Yes, you aren't a victim of circumstances. You've heard me say this. The universe isn't happening to you. The universe is reacting to you. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If it weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to the shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. So putting the work in, doing the research, letting go of what you don't need anymore, creating this and applying yourself to do this. Beautiful. Coming in with that, you have the card of celebration, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, and Temperance. So these are two very different cards here. The Three of Swords is healing through something that left you feeling depleted, emptied, disappointed, and possibly heartbroken. This card says there could have been maybe a third party that stirred the pot up that created this chaos to begin with, but you're healing through it. You're drying your tears and you're moving on stronger for the lesson it taught you. Temperance says take your time. Do things in moderation. Don't rush. Healing takes time. You don't just jump in and say, oh yeah, I'm over it, because we carry that. And when we don't deal with the grief and we don't deal with the disappointments, it adds up. It builds up. So the universe says, take your time. Okay, he's filling his cup, he's emptying his cup, he's realizing he can hem and haw and think things over. He knows that he's got the sun behind him, he's going to see a clear sight line, there's growth here with the flowers coming in, and he's just getting his foot wet. He's just almost ready to go and take that leap of faith, as we said, to go after his goals here. But he's taking his time in the process. Do things in moderation. Spirit's got your back with this. Celebrating, great way to end out your reading. You're celebrating something here, getting together, sisterhood, brotherhood, family, colleagues. It could be a reunion, the announcement of a wedding, an engagement, a homecoming, a graduation, promotions, opening of new businesses, buying a new house, anything. Okay, you could be celebrating a wedding, but you're going to want to celebrate some beautiful, beautiful situation. Well, my beautiful Aquarius, this is your reading for this week. And I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful one. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius.